Hey guys, I am back with another YouTube video. I am Hyacinth Henderson, and on this channel we talk metaphysics, mindset, and money. Today we're going to be talking about the frequency of love. It is Valentine's season, and I will be releasing this on Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day to all of you, each and every one of you. I'm wishing you a very, very happy Valentine's Day. May your day be filled with an abundance of love and all the things that you love and enjoy. So a few weeks ago, I did a poll on my social media and I asked people if they celebrated Valentine's Day or not. And to my surprise, there was an overwhelming response of people who said that they do not celebrate Valentine's Day. And I thought to myself, this is very interesting. Why don't you celebrate Valentine's Day? It can be such a lovely and joyful experience. And so I slid in their DMs. I was like, I need to know. I don't want to make up any reasons why you don't celebrate Valentine's Day. I'm going to ask you. So I DM'd a couple of folks, and for the most part, the reasons that they gave me were reasons that had nothing to do with them. So pay attention to that, because you're going to need to know why it's important to do things that only have something to do with you. Okay. So the reasons they gave me have nothing to do with them. They gave me reasons such as it's a commercialized holiday. People are forced to buy X, Y, and Z. I celebrate love every day, all these things like that. And to that one, in my mind, I didn't respond this because I don't like to go back and forth and tussle. Like, I don't have time for that. But in my mind, for the people who said I celebrate love every day, I was thinking, well, the 14th is a day as well. So do you celebrate love every day, or do you celebrate love every day except on Valentine's Day? Because they told me to celebrate it on this day, and so I am not going to do it because they said do it. And that goes back to what I said, them having reasons that don't have anything to do with them. So first of all, let me say that love is very high on the vibrational frequency scale. Love. If you want to align and attract your desires, if you want to align and attract everything that you dream of, you need to be in love. I didn't say in love with somebody else. You need to be in love with life. You need to be in love with yourself. You need to be vibrating consistently at the frequency of love, because what love does is it aligns you to the frequency that enables you to attract more. So with a lot of my clients and my mentees, I always suggest that they listen to, number one, love songs. And I'm talking about old school love songs, not the new school love songs, because new school love songs, I try to type in something to listen to something new, and I'm like, are you in love or are you angry? Like, are you in love or are you disappointed? But that old school love, that 90s R&B love, I advise that they listen to that. And I also have my clients and my mentees listening to different binaural beats and frequencies that actually change the frequency that you're on. And a lot of times people will search for or immediately tend to want to listen to frequencies that attract. But as we just learned in the previous video that I released, if you're on the wrong frequency, if you're on a frequency of what you do not want, and you are programming yourself, you're listening to different frequencies that are designed to help you attract more, you're attracting more of what you don't want. So in order for you to attract, first you must align. So what I'll tell them, an easy way to do this, don't think about everything that you want, just get on the frequency of love. Get on the frequency of love and stay there, and watch how things start to manifest in your 3D reality relatively quickly. So I wanted to share with you all that actually you can use Valentine's Day and all the giddiness and the reds and the pinks and the hearts and everything else. You can use that to your advantage in your world. Which ties me back to the point when I said, remember, they were talking about things that didn't have anything to do with them. Let me be very clear. If you are going to, not want to, there's a difference between wanting to and going to. If you are going to manifest your higher version of the life that you see, you are going to have to create your own world. You are going to have to ignore what they say. You are going to have to forget their rules and focus on your focus and say, I want to be on the frequency of X, Y, and Z. And I don't care what you say. I don't care what history says. I am going to stay here so that I can attract more at this frequency. I hope this makes sense. So a lot of times what I tell my clients and mentees to do is to shut everything out. Forget everything that you knew, because 99% of the stuff that you have learned and has been a blueprint for your life only got you here, and it will not get you there. Let me say that again. 99% of the stuff that you have learned, you have been conditioned to believe. 99% of your beliefs will get you here, but they aren't good enough to get you to your next level. In order for you to get to your next level, you are going to have to create new beliefs. You're going to have to believe that you can actually see some red balloons and be like, oh my gosh, love is in the air. You get love, I get love, everybody gets love. And then allow things to come to you. You're gonna actually have to be able to say, you know what? I don't wanna listen to that type of music anymore. This is how I want my ideal life to be. I'm going to go here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to break all the status quo of what they said. I'm going to remove all the definitions that they gave me. I'm going to release all of those things and use what I see to my advantage in a way that works for me. How beautiful is that? So when we think about love, when we think about Valentine's Day, and I know some of y'all are saying, Hyacinth, love is not just about red balloons and red roses. Girl, you are right. I know this. However, for the purpose of this conversation, we are going to use that little bit of momentum of those red balloons and red roses and heart-shaped candies to ride the wave to where we want to be. We're going to use that as momentum to remind us that we can intentionally insert more love, joy, happiness, fulfillment into our lives. So the person who walks through the store and sees all the Valentine's decor and everything else that they have and still chooses to be angry is someone who is vibrating at a low frequency. Do not let that be you. If you're watching this video, this is your sign for you to say, I no longer want to vibrate at a low frequency. I may not have someone that I can touch right now that I love, which you don't need someone else to love before you love, but we'll get to that at a different day. I may not have romantic love right now, but I'm walking through these balloons and I'm walking through the stores and I see all this and oh my God, I just love it. It's so cheesy that it's making me smile. And since it's making me smile, I may buy a bouquet of roses for myself. I may buy some flowers for myself. I may buy some chocolate. Maybe I won't buy any of it. Maybe I'll just look at it and I'll go sit in my car and I'll close my eyes and I'll visualize my ideal life. Maybe I'll look at this stuff and I'll pull out my journal and I'll start journaling about my ideal life. I'll start scripting. I'll use this energy. This is what I'm trying to get you to understand. Use the energy to bring forth your ideal life. Another way to say that is use this energy to manifest in reality what you want to see. So for those of you who are listening to this, you don't have to celebrate Valentine's Day in the way that they say celebrate. You don't have to have a reservation at an expensive restaurant. You don't have to do what they want you to do. But I am encouraging you to sit down and explore love. I'm encouraging you to sit down and intentionally be on the frequency of love and say, what does love mean to me? Maybe it's an exercise where you start journaling. You ask yourself some stuff like, what does love mean to me? What does it mean to be loved? What does it mean to call in love? Why haven't I called in love in a way that I desire now? What's blocking me from that love? How can I love on myself more? Do I need to pour me a nice cold something in a pretty glass? And that's another hack, like pretty silverware and glasses and what do you call it? Tableware and stuff like that. That is completely another hack. But do I need to do that for myself so that I remind myself that I am love and that I can call in love whenever I want? So really quickly before I go, because we're at like 9 minutes and I didn't want this to be longer than 10 minutes. Really quickly before I go, I want to leave you something to look up. So the map of consciousness was developed by David R. Hawkins. Love, love, love his works. Google is your friend here, my people. The map of consciousness, it starts with lower level emotions that we are used to and that most people, 85% of the people experience. And this is why 85% of the people are not living the life that they desire and living the life of their dreams because they are angry and they're not able to align and therefore attract. So things that are on the lower end of the spectrum are things like shame, guilt, fear, pride, anger, desire, all those things. When you skip all the way to the top, which is the area of enlightenment in spiritual, where the spiritual paradigm starts to shift, you get into ding, 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 love. Love is first. Love, then joy, then peace, then enlightenment. So I don't know about you, but if I have the opportunity to allow the rest of the world to remind me that love is in the air, and if I have the opportunity for the rest of the world to be reminded, because there are some people who only celebrate love on the 14th, not my problem, but on the 14th, the energy is high that day. I love it. I'll take it. And not only on the 14th, but the days around that, the energy is high. I'll take it. I'm going to use that energy to manifest, attract every single thing that is on my right now list. I'm going to do that because as I talked to you before about alignment and attraction, you get what you consistently align with. The frequency that you are consistently on, your dominant frequency, is what you receive. So again, love, joy, peace, and enlightenment, chef's kiss. Those are at the top of the map of consciousness. And when you consistently, and I say consistently with the understanding that sometimes there may be things that dip you down a little bit. Like you may have moments where you dip down, you may get some news that isn't favorable or whatever the case may be, and you may dip down. I'm not asking you to not feel and to not experience that emotion. Do that, but then dip back up. Then be very intentional, like what do I need to do to get myself back up here so that I can be in alignment with everything that I have put in my deposit box of the life that I want to live. Like, okay, I'm going to save this. I'm going to stop this video here and I'm going to do another video because the way that I explain frequency and alignment to people is like the classroom method. I see rooms and different doors, but again, I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm gonna stop it here, take a sip of water, and then I will come back with the follow-up video that will be released 2 days from now to talk about how you can see frequency and vibration and how you can choose so that you can attract anything that you want, okay? So again, happy Valentine's Day. Be love, give love, show love. You don't have to have a romantic partner to vibrate at the frequency of love. All you need to do is make the decision to consistently vibrate at the frequency of love and watch how your life changes. All right, until next time, peace.